Tales from the Crypt, CRYPT presents itself as a gleefully twisted exploration of the lengths to which humans will go in pursuit of survival and power. Right from the opening scene, the viewer is thrust into a claustrophobic, almost theatrical environment where the boundaries between comedy and horror blur in ways that make the story both unnerving and strangely captivating. The film begins with an eerie sense of anticipation, setting a tone that oscillates between absurdity and genuine suspense. The initial sequence, featuring the eccentric herbalist testing bizarre potions on unsuspecting participants, immediately establishes the thematic core: humans are often their own worst enemies. The lighting and camera angles in this scene are particularly striking, with shadows exaggerated to suggest unseen threats lurking just beyond the frame, foreshadowing the chain of events that will unfold with deadly consequence. The use of practical effects here deserves special attention. Each potion-induced reaction is painstakingly crafted, ranging from grotesque transformations to absurdly comical bodily contortions, reflecting the series' signature blend of horror and dark humor. These effects serve a dual purpose. They entertain while simultaneously reinforcing the narrative's central commentary on human curiosity and the reckless pursuit of knowledge. As the plot progresses, the audience is introduced to a cast of characters whose personalities are as exaggerated as the situations they find themselves in. The wealthy but gullible art collector, the overzealous scientist, and the morally ambiguous detective each bring unique dynamics to the story. Their interactions are meticulously choreographed, creating a rhythm that propels the narrative while also allowing for nuanced character development. The film's dialogue is another aspect worth highlighting. It oscillates between sharp wit and menacing undertones, often revealing more about the characters than any exposition could. In particular, the exchanges between the protagonist and the enigmatic antagonist reveal the philosophical underpinnings of the story, touching on themes of greed, ambition, and mortality. Every line feels deliberate, reinforcing the sense that this is a world governed by its own internal logic where moral transgressions have immediate and often exaggerated consequences. One of the most memorable sequences involves a dinner party where the guests are gradually exposed to a series of increasingly bizarre and lethal traps. The tension is amplified by the director's use of rapid cuts interspersed with lingering close-ups, capturing both the visceral horror of the moment and the characters' psychological responses. This sequence exemplifies the series' ability to intertwine humor with genuine fear, as the audience is compelled to laugh even while being horrified. Cinematographically, the film employs a rich palette of colors and textures to enhance the storytelling. The warm, almost garish lighting in certain scenes creates a surreal atmosphere, while the muted tones in others underscore moments of genuine threat. This contrast mirrors the tonal shifts that define the narrative, reinforcing the interplay between comedy and horror. Another aspect that sets CRYPT apart is its attention to thematic symbolism. Each deadly contraption, potion, and character interaction is imbued with metaphorical significance, prompting viewers to consider the consequences of unchecked desire and the perils of hubris. The recurring motif of mirrors, for instance, reflects not only the characters' physical transformations, but also their moral distortions, creating a layered visual narrative that rewards attentive viewing. Personal reflections emerge naturally while watching the film. The absurdity of certain scenes evokes memories of classic theatrical comedies, while the darker elements recall the moral lessons embedded in traditional cautionary tales. There is a sense that the filmmakers intentionally blur these lines, encouraging the audience to engage with the story on multiple levels. Comparing this installment to previous episodes in the Tales from the Crypt series, one notes a heightened focus on psychological manipulation and moral consequence. Whereas earlier stories often relied heavily on shock value, this CRYPT balances spectacle with introspection, offering viewers a richer, more nuanced experience. The pacing throughout is meticulously controlled. The narrative builds steadily, alternating between moments of frenetic chaos and contemplative pauses, allowing the audience time to digest both the humor and the horror. This deliberate rhythm ensures that each twist lands with maximum impact, maintaining engagement without overwhelming the senses. The climactic sequence is a masterclass in tension and irony. As the characters confront the ultimate consequences of their greed and folly, the visual and narrative elements converge seamlessly. The choreography of the final confrontation, combined with clever visual cues and symbolic imagery, creates a sense of inevitability, underscoring the story's moral framework. Sound design also plays a critical role in amplifying the experience. The juxtaposition of whimsical musical cues with sudden, jarring effects heightens the emotional resonance of each scene. This careful auditory layering mirrors the film's thematic interplay between humor and horror, creating a fully immersive experience. In reflecting on Little Kill YA, it becomes apparent that its enduring appeal lies not just in its inventive set pieces or shocking twists, but in its capacity to hold a mirror up to human nature. Through exaggerated scenarios and meticulously crafted character arcs, the film encourages viewers to confront their own tendencies toward curiosity, greed, and moral compromise. Ultimately, Little Kill YA succeeds because it operates on multiple levels simultaneously, as a dark comedy, a horror spectacle, and a philosophical exploration of human folly. Its visual ingenuity, narrative complexity, and thematic richness make it a standout entry in the Tales from the Crypt canon, inviting repeated viewings and deeper contemplation with each encounter. This is a film that entertains, provokes thought, and leaves an indelible mark long after the credits roll. The legacy of this story lies in its ability to blend shock, laughter, and reflection, offering a uniquely twisted meditation on what it truly means to be human.